Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. I'm Hannah, here today with a continuation of the San Myshuno remodel. Today we are on part 17. We are doing all three of the apartments on 21 Chic Street. So we've moved on to the fashion district in San Myshuno. I love the apartments over here and I'm so excited to remodel them. This is kind of our first more budget-friendly apartment. I think the lot trait for this one that it comes with is lively neighbors. So that is something that you have to keep on the lot if you're gonna live here. So the neighbors wake you up in the middle of the night a lot and things like that. So that's kind of the challenge with this lot. This apartment was empty in the original Maxis file. So we'll be creating a tenant for this apartment. It's a single tenant. So that'll be at the end of this section. But then in this video, there's going to be both other units. So there's 3 units total in here. Only one of the units is already occupied by the one and only Penny Pizzazz, who's one of my favorite townies in San Myshuno. So excited to get to give her a little makeover today. But I hope you guys have been enjoying my San Myshuno remodel. Like I said, this is part 17, and if you can believe it, there's only 2 more parts left. There's one more apartment building with I think 2 units in it, and then the big Torendi Towers, or however you say that. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. But it's like a penthouse apartment. So I just can't believe we're almost done. If you watched my live stream from last week, we kind of talked about the next neighborhood that I would do. And I kind of just did I went to the world's homepage and wiggled my mouse around until I landed on one I hadn't already done. And so that happened to be Brindleton Bay. So my next neighborhood will be Brindleton Bay, and we're going to get started on that right away as soon as I'm done with these last 2 units in San Myshuno, and I just can't wait. I love the pets pack, and I love the furniture that came with it and the house design stuff. So I'm super excited to do that, and I'm really excited to remodel the veterinarian's office as well. So here's the before and afters for the first apartment. And in just a second, we're going to get into the create a sim for Mr. Cole. He is the sim that will be living here. But I like the way it turned out. I kept it pretty simple. Like I said, this is kind of like a budget apartment. He's young, he's living on his own, he's making his way in the big city. So this is Kenneth, and I liked the sim that kind of popped up in the randomly generated one. I don't know what it is, but anytime, I think it happened for the other family in this building too, but sometimes the sim that pops up just kind of, makes me think, oh, that's exactly who it should be. And so that kind of happened here too. So we're going to give him a fun outfit. I imagine him being kind of the guy that's still trying to find himself, he's just wearing what's trendy and just wants to discover himself. And that's why he's in San Myshuno. Maybe he was from a smaller town, kind of more sheltered life, and he's living in the big city in the fashion district because he wants to explore himself and learn who he is. So I think that would be some fun gameplay. You could experiment with some different aspirations. He has the city life aspiration, which is a really fun one to complete. And then maybe, once the city tells him who he is, he can pick a new aspiration or something like that. That's kind of what I imagine for this sim. So moving on, this is the one, the only Penny Pizzazz's apartment. That's hard to say. Penny Pizzazz's apartment. She lives in 1312 Chic Street. That's a lot of numbers. Again, this lot trait has the lively neighbors lot trait. So something to keep in mind if you're going to live here. It's definitely a more affordable apartment as well. It's a studio, so there's no bedroom, and the weekly rent is only $400, which is pretty cheap. I think the other one was a little bit more. It was $500, the one that Kenneth was living in. His also had a higher deposit. His was $1,000 and hers is only $600. So a little bit cheaper, but still very cute. And I did love that the apartment was very colorful because I think Penny is very colorful and fun. So we're working on the kitchen. I had to kind of keep in mind that a lot of the time these apartments are going to come with a stock cabinetry. So obviously, like, I would love to put like the bright green cabinets in, but it'll be, you know, whatever the apartment comes with is what she has. So we'll make everything else nice and colorful. I did kind of struggle with the design of this. kitchen. I didn't really like how it looked before, so I was trying to switch it up with the table over to the side, and then I did cabinets over to the side. But I think it's still kind of weird, like you're sitting at the dining table like facing a wall. But I imagine she kind of like eats in front of the TV a lot, like it's just her. But she does have a place over there to eat if she has a guest or something. And you could always like pull it out, like if it were real life. You could pull it out from the wall or pull the chairs over to the island or something. But something that really annoyed me about the rest of the house is the half of the walls were brown with the crown molding, and then half of the walls were a solid color without the baseboards. I don't mean crown molding, sorry, the baseboards. That really drives me nuts. Like, I don't mind the walls being different colors, but they all need to have the same baseboards. So that drove me nuts. So I just changed it to like a generic, like blue, almost white color, because I feel like that's a color that a landlord would paint a room. And then, like I said, she's going to make it colorful with her own belongings, because that's kind of how apartments work, especially in a big city. A lot of the times you can't paint them. So I just went ahead and made it a generic color, and we're going to make it fun with furniture and decorations. So this is her little bedroom corner. It's the same. I didn't move it. I liked it over on this side of the room because when you walk into the apartment, it's kind of off to the side behind this half wall situation. So it's kind of a tiny bit more private from the entrance. So I didn't switch up the layout really of this apartment at all. Although I really hated the placement of the couch and the TV in the original design. They were like one tile apart from each other. So the TV was like right in your face. And then the back of the TV was like exposed to the room. And I was like, at least put a divider there behind the TV. But anyways, I switched it around and put the TV in the corner. With a bigger couch, and I thought that looked a little better. But because I just think there's plenty of space for a decent sized living room over here, and I don't know why they had it all crammed over to the side. But anyways, I switched it up a little bit, and we're sticking with some bright furniture. There's not really a color theme here. The theme is color. That's just it, and I'm really happy with that. I think it turned out really well. I think each like section of the room has a good like cohesive color palette, but they're separate, but they're all in one room. So anyways, I think it turned out good. I did redo the bathroom a little bit, and I'm kind of regretting it because it doesn't really fit with like the rest of the building. I don't know. That's definitely something I struggle with, because sometimes I want all the units in a building to have the same like floor, wall, and tile, because in all the apartment complexes I've lived in, all the units are pretty much the same. So that was something I thought I needed to do here, but you know, that doesn't really make sense for The Sims anyway. Like, we kind of like everything to be different and fun and new, but I did try to keep like the same wood flooring, I think. And then the bathrooms are similar color schemes. So I think that worked out pretty well. But I think her house is super cute. Lots of fun little knickknacks and colorful things, and trying to make sure there's artwork on all the walls, but she has an easel there, as you can see, so she can kind of add her own fun stuff as she lives here. She can paint or whatever, but she's obviously very interested in fashion and just anything creative. So here's some befores and afters of her apartment, and then we're going to go to Create a Sim to give her a makeover. I do apologize though, because her Create a Sim video got cut off or something. I don't know what happened. Like, I just was editing and it just stopped and there was nothing else. So I don't know if I accidentally stopped screen recording or if I left and didn't finish it. I don't know what happened, but anyways, it kind of stops with her party outfit. So I apologize about that, but I didn't think to go back and do it, and now here we are. So you'll get a half Create a Sim, but honestly, she's already so cute. So, you know, she doesn't really need a whole lot of changes. I kind of just like, I gave her some bushier eyebrows because I thought that would be cute, and changed her hairstyle and a couple new fun outfits. And that's pretty much it, because I just think she's so cute. Like I said, she's my favorite San Myshuno townie. So I was so excited to finally work on her house. I remember trying to decide where to start in the neighborhood when I started this remodel, and I ended up starting out up in the kind of upper part in the Spice Market district, and then worked my way around clockwise. And I regretted that, because then I had to wait all the way until the end to do Penny Pizzazz's apartment. So anyways, it was worth it, saving the best for third to last. I'm a little nervous about doing the Trendy Tower penthouse one because it's just such a big lot, but I think if I can do the Alto apartments, I think I can do this penthouse pretty easily. Funny story though, I did not know that the Trendy Tower penthouse was a unit, like an apartment, until like months and months and months after I got City Living. It just didn't look like an apartment for some reason. I don't know why, but I did not know that for a long time. So it's one that I've only had like maybe one sim live in, so I'm not super familiar with it. But you know, it'll be fun. It'll be interesting. And we'll have to create an entire family to live there. It's a 3-bedroom, 3-bath, it looks like. So that'll be a fun one. So that would be part 19, which would be the final part. But also, if you haven't looked already, I did redo Myshuno Meadows for a second time in this series, because the first time I did it, we didn't have the wedding pack yet. So I redid it recently in a 3-part live stream, and then I condensed that all into like a sped up time lapse all together on my channel here. I don't know, like, you can tell me in the comments what you think. I don't know if you guys want to see the full live streams uploaded to my YouTube channel or not. I've uploaded a couple of them and like people watch them and stuff, but I just don't know if that's worth it because it takes so long. It takes so long to upload them, and they're very long. And like I said, this Myshuno Meadows remodel was a 3-parter. So if you made it this far in the video, leave a comment and let me know if that's something you would like. All right, we've moved on to the final unit, and now you can see my face. This is because this is not me live, obviously. I'm not talking that fast. This is me streaming this unit a few days ago. So this is 1321 Chic Street. Deposit is $600. Weekly rent's only $300. And the lot trait here is needs TLC. So this unit has some funky things happen while you're living there. There's these pipes that leak. Sometimes this green funky smell comes up from the floor. There's mice. Sometimes roaches will appear in your apartment. There's a really suspicious chalk outline of a dead body in the living room. Lots of fun little quirks in this type of apartment. So my one tip if you're going to remodel one of these apartments is to make sure you don't cover up like the mouse holes or the pipes in the kitchen, because your landlord will need access to them, or your sim will need access to them to fix them. So something to keep in mind. But anyways, this is a 2-bedroom unit and it's a little family. We have a child, as you can see, in this room, and then a mom and a dad. And they are starting a new life in the city and are a very young couple here, just trying to find some careers and raise a child. And I really wish the high school pack was out yet, because I would have loved to make this couple high school sweethearts, but we got a few more weeks before that comes out. Today is July 10th when I'm recording this, so I think the high school pack comes out July 29th 2022 this year. So anyways, that would have been fun. But anyways, either way, they're a cute little couple and they're just trying to upgrade their life and work really hard and kind of, you know, keep moving up. So a nice budget apartment here. We've got kind of like the dingy walls. I think the kitchen maybe is a little dingier than I like. I think I wish I had kind of maybe at least used the not dingy cabinets looking back, but you know, it is what it is. This is my favorite little area of this apartment. I set up kind of like a little makeup getting ready station for the mom, and it's on the floor next to the mirror leaning up against the wall. I don't know if anybody else did their makeup like that in high school, but I remember doing that for a long time before I got this little secondhand vanity from like a friend of my mom's. But I definitely remember like sitting on the floor doing my hair and my makeup, kind of in a situation just like this. And so that made me happy. The kind of nostalgia there. They're just using the best of their small space, and I can definitely relate to that. It's so funny when you're young because your whole life exists in your bedroom, you know, like everything is in there, and so you just got to find every nook and cranny to fit everything. But anyways, so obviously this is the parents' room. I did want to make it a little bit colorful, but obviously like maybe the wife kind of picks out the decor and the husband doesn't really care, but she tries to keep it kind of gender neutral or whatever. But you know, decorating with posters and stuff is definitely something you do when you're on a budget. I definitely remember those days. They did have this weird, in the original design, this weird like chair like facing the window, which I didn't like, but I kept a chair there. I just wanted it facing into the room, even though I totally get it. Like you might want to look outside, but it just looked weird in the room. This is where I wish I had used the kind of these cabinets, but not the dingy ones. But I did kind of struggle with this kitchen design because I did need to fit 3 chairs at least into the table, and then I couldn't block those pipes like I said earlier because they have to be repaired sometimes because they break because of the lot trait. So I ended up doing it this way, and I probably could have fiddled with it more or maybe like changed the size of the hallway or something like that, but it does only leave 1 counter for like preparing food, but I mean, it's a small apartment, so I guess that's kind of what you get. But I did kind of try to put some fun decor. It kind of reminds me of something you could find at a thrift store, something cute you could kind of put together for a little kitchen wall decor. Here we have our very mysterious chalk outline. I don't think it has any like functionality in the apartment or anything. I don't think it like does anything. I remember when I first moved in to one of these units, I think this might be the only one with a chalk outline, but I remember when I first moved in, I was like, oh, are the police like gonna show up? Like I was kind of wondering what type of gameplay would be associated with it, but I don't think there is any. But I ended up covering it up with this big couch anyway, and this werewolves couch I thought ended up being perfect. It's definitely like hand me down and has been kind of patched up over the years. And then maybe, you know, once they kind of get their careers and start working, they can save up for a new couch and just save up for new things. That's something I always kind of like to do in gameplay with the families that live in these budget apartments, is kind of they can as a family work towards upgrading things, you know. And I think my favorite part is that you can clearly tell that they've definitely saved up to have some of the best things in their child's bedroom, which I think is definitely something a parent would do. So I thought that was a nice touch. But yeah, it's a small unit, but we've crammed everything in. There's even a little office area. We've got the kids' room with lots of stuff for kids to do. Even the parent space is pretty nice and cozy. So here's the before and after. Overall, just slightly upgraded, but again, I still wanted it to be a good budget apartment for a family, but it has definitely more for you to do while you're at home. So I really like the way it turned out. And then we're going to move into the create a sim portion here of the last unit for this video, and we're going to create the family that will be living here. Up first, we have the mom. She's so cute. Again, this was just the sim that popped up for the randomized sim, and I just thought she was so cute, so I just kind of went with it. And I think I do the same thing for the dad as well. And then at the end for their daughter, I do the genetics thing. Although I don't know if the play with genetics is just like busted or something, but I don't use it a ton. But their daughter ended up having like lighter skin than the both of them, which I was like, how does that happen? But anyways, you'll see why that's odd in a minute. And I'll kind of cycle through a few different randomized genetic offspring here later in the video, and it's just like, wait, what? But I don't know how that logarithm works, or algorithm, or whatever it's called. It's definitely not a logarithm. But anyways, I don't know how they do it in this game, but it seems a little busted, but that's okay. I'm sure it's difficult to do. But anyways, so again, we're in the fashion district. I wanted her to have like some super cute fashion. I love this fuzzy sweater. She has the cute, like trendy ripped jeans with like the chunky sneakers. I just think she's so stinking cute. I think I used almost this exact same outfit for Penny Pizzazz. I just wasn't paying attention. I just love this new dress that came with the, I don't know what pack it came with, but it's so cute. And as you can see, I don't really use custom content. I just want my videos to be as accessible as possible. I used to spend hours downloading custom content. I would have everything I could get my hands on that I thought was cute. And that's all well and good, but you know, for people watching my channel and watching my videos, it's like, I want you to be able to do what I'm doing, but you do have to have all the packs. So that limits it even further, and I think that's enough. Enough limitations is the fact that I have every pack out there. So having custom content on top of it, I don't know. I remember watching videos like you are now of other creators, and they have this like pile of custom content and all their, create a sim and their home builds, and I'm just like, well, that looks nice, but I don't have time to go dig through and find all that custom content. And It's always so buggy, and then there's always those Sims that are walking around with those big question marks on their faces because the mesh is messed up or whatever. I don't know, I just kind of got over it, so I just deleted it all. I did recently, within the last month, start getting back into mods again, so let me know if you want a video about the mods that I use. I'm definitely like way behind on the mods game. I used them for a while when I was into custom content, but I didn't really know how to use them because I found out I was just getting really overwhelmed with content in my game because I had so many mods and so much custom content, and that's why I just cleaned it out and started over. But as the years go on, the more and more packs we get, the less and less I'm desiring new objects. So honestly, that ends up working out. So we're getting on to her swimwear here. I still got two more family members for this Create a Sim. So I'm gonna stick in some music here for a minute because I'm running out of words. We've only got like 6 minutes left in this video, so I think you'll survive. I'll pop back in at the end. right, there you have it. We have the new family, the Kimball family, for the final family in this building. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, I think maybe I haven't said it in this video, but I've probably said it in others. It's really annoying to upload apartments into the gallery because you have to like delete all the doors and stuff, and I just never take the time to do that, and I apologize. But the families are in the gallery if you would like to download them. So I hope you subscribe and stay tuned for my next part in this series. It'll be out very soon. I plan on having it finished by July 2022. So look forward to that. Thank you so much for watching my video, and thank you for sticking around to the end, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.